Good morning and welcome to the Baldwin County Commission rescheduled regular meeting. This is September the 22nd, 2020. We will start our meeting out. I have asked our county engineer, Joey Nunley, if he will lead us in the invocation, and our Commissioner Joe Davis will lead us in the pledge. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Bow your heads, please. Lord, we just come to you in praise, Lord, and we just thank you so much for the hand of protection that you've put over us, Lord, and just the limited number of lives that were lost, Lord. It could have been a lot worse, and we know this, and we just are thankful that you've give us the guidance and the protection that you do, Lord. Just this 2020 has been one that makes us look to you, Lord, and makes us look to you for our strength, Lord. Just we know that you're in control, and we ask that you give us guidance and wisdom and discernment to make these decisions in these next following days to bring this county back to where we need to be in this recovery process. And help keep people safe while we're out here working. The first responders, Lord, just thankful for these guys, and just the way that they've responded has just been just astounding. The commitment has just been very encouraging, Lord. And I just want to give thanks to you for everything you do for us, for the protection you give us, and all this we give thanks in your name. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, join me humble and proud in pledging allegiance to the United States of America's flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to just let Mr. Dias lead us today.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. The first item on our agenda is the approval of the September 1st, 2020 regular meeting minutes.
Make a motion, Madam Chairman.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, the next item is, I'm going to go over quickly the replacements and addendums, and also request a table to get that out of the way first. For the record, and at your desk, you have these. We have replacement items for BC1, BE12, BL6, CA1, and BR1. Those are all replacement items. You should have those on your computer at your desk. We're also asking that BA1, the amendment to the Lillian Recreation Center, that be tabled until the next meeting, which is 9/22/2020.
Okay. So is there any questions about the action items and the motion that needs to be made?
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the action items as stated by our staff, with the exception of item BA1, which is requested to be tabled.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Ball. We have a second?
Second.
Okay. We have a second by Commissioner Davis. Are there any questions?
Madam Chairman, a BL6 I need to abstain from, and I need to, if that's on the vote right now, correct? All right, so I'm going to step out just for a second.
Okay, do we need to?
Okay, I'll restate.
Madam Chairman,
wait.
Before we get there, can we just go through each of these by subject matter, make sure we're clear on these? Because we have a presentation that Ron needs to do. It's in the action items, so we need to go each one of these. Only thing that we need to do right now is just recognize the replacement items, and then also the tabling item, and then we'll go through the action items group by group.
Okay, so that's not a motion that we needed at this point.
Correct.
So do we need to withdraw?
The only thing we need right now is,
And I withdraw my second.
the only thing we need right now is the tabling of BA1.
All right.
Okay.
Madam Chairman, well, I don't need to do that now.
Yeah.
We're not going to make a motion on BA1 until we do all of it.
Right. So the first one is BA1. We're asking that be tabled. So we need a motion to table BA1 till the 9/22 meeting. I'm sorry, October 6th meeting.
Yes, because
So we need to go ahead and do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion, Madam Chairman.
Okay, Commissioner Ball made a motion to table BA1,
I'll second that.
seconded by Commissioner Davis. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Next.
Madam Chairman, under administration, we have BA2, annexation for the city of Fairhope. Request a motion for that, please.
All right.
Motion,
Motion that we approve item number EA2.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Next.
Madam Chairman, under Archives and History, we have BC1. We're asking for approval of that.
Make a motion, Madam Chairman.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Next.
Madam Chairman, the next is Budget and Purchasing. We took action on this last week. However, for the record, we want to ratify and confirm these, and so we're going to ask for the record that the commissioners at the special meeting we had for record-keeping purposes, that we have a motion to confirm, ratify, and approve the following agenda items previously approved by the Baldwin County Commission during its emergency meeting on September 14th. Those items that we're asking to be ratified is BE1, BE2, BE3, BE4, BE5, BE6, BE7, BE8, BE9, BE10.
So moved, Madam Chairman.
Second.
Okay. Motion to ratify items BE1 through BE10 by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
Under the similar note, we're asking for EA1 and EA2 to also be ratified as stated previously. EA1 and EA2.
EA1?
EA1 and EA2. Yes, ma'am.
EA1, okay.
Ratify those as well.
Madam
Yes.
Chairman, I make a motion that we ratify EA1 and EA2.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to ratify EA1 and EA2. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, okay?
Madam Chairman, the last one under that regard is HA1. Again, ratify and confirm HA1.
Make
Okay.
a motion that we take staff recommendation on HA1.
Second.
All right, motion by Commissioner Davis, second by Commissioner Ball to ratify HA1. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it, okay?
Madam Chairman, next we have BE11 through BE15. Asked Ron, our budget director, to go through these. This is the 2021 budget. Ron?
Yeah, Madam Chairman, Commissioners, first is BE11, which is a resolution dealing with this year's money, which is just an adjustment.
Okay.
I ask that you, respectfully ask that you adopt Resolution 2020-129.
Okay?
Madam Chairman, I make a motion we adopt Resolution 2020-129.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt resolution number 2020-129. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Next.
Next item, Madam Chairman, is item BE12. There are three action items on that agenda item dealing with the adoption of the Baldwin County fiscal year budget. I respectfully ask that the finance chair make those motions and you guys adopt those separately. And then at the end of that, I'll do a quick presentation.
Okay, Commissioner Davis, would you like to make those motions?
Yes, and Mr. Sink, that would be BE 13, 14, and 15?
No, sir. No, sir. There's three items on BE12.
BE 12.
BE12.
Where is that?
Right here on your screen. It's
All right,
on page 185. That needs to be made by the finance chair.
Would you suggest I read them in their entirety?
You could do item 1, item 2, item 3.
But do them
whichever-
separate?
Yeah.
All right.
But I need a separate vote on each individual item, please.
First one is adopt resolution 2020-126 pursuant to amendment number 750 and amendment 772 to the Constitution of Alabama. And it provides for determination by the county commission that a variety of expenditures of public funds as relates to a myriad of appropriations authorized by the budget year 2021 with respectively serve valid and sufficient public purposes.
I second that motion. If
Okay.
that was in form of a motion.
That was in form of a motion, yes.
All right. Motion by our finance chair, Commissioner Davis, to adopt resolution number 2020-126, seconded by Commissioner Ball. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
All right, secondly, resolution 2020-127, which adopts the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Davis, seconded by Commissioner Gruber. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Thirdly, the approval, the attached highway projects list for fiscal year 2021 that ties to Resolution 2020-127.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Davis, seconded by Commissioner Gruber. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
All right, next, Madam Chairman, I've got a very quick presentation dealing with the 21 fiscal year budget.
Okay.
Next page. And all of this is online, okay, for everyone to read. Dealing with a couple of new revenue sources. Everything is going to remain as far as the objectives of the commission, all the projects that are in place right now. Last year, if you recall, there were a lot of capital projects engaged in. Those are ongoing. Those will continue to be ongoing. And this year, the commission focused on some personnel management, parks, and of course, the continuation of the large infrastructure projects. Next page. Here are all the numbers. I'm not going to read down through the numbers. Again, all of this is online every month. The financials are, this budget will be online. Every month the financials are online. And budget stands ready to answer any questions from anybody, any citizen. Next page. Again, there's a breakdown of the various funds. The total amount is $185,606,144. Next. This is a breakdown compared to breakdown last year to this year and the change of position from the various funds. Next. Again, continuation of the above. Last year, if you see that the budget went down, I'm going to explain that real quick. Government operates off of sources and uses of funds, okay? As when the commission went out and acquired funds for the expansion of the new jail, that was included in the $225 million. That's a source of funds, so it's included in the budget. It's not duplicated, okay? So hence, that's why it looks different. Next page, please. And again, there's the comparatives and just general overall. Next. And here's a breakdown in salary and head count, salary dollars and head count by various positions. Next. Here's a pie chart, which, again, as I referenced, sources and uses, revenues and other sources. Here's the detail, a pie chart representing the revenues and sources of funding. Next. Here's a pie chart which explains where it goes, what it's used for. If you'll look at several of the big slices of the pie are capital, general government, public safety, highway. Next. And all of it can be found out on the county's website. And as a matter of fact, it's on the front page. That's it for the presentation.
Thank you very much. We appreciate all the hard work you've done this year, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I thank all of the department heads, commissioners, everybody worked together as a team. The budget flowed together very well. The county's got a good financial footing and a good working product to move forward with, particularly in this time. So.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Next, Madam Chairman, I'm moving along here. BE 13, which is appropriation agreements aligned to the Baldwin County fiscal year budget. This is a list of the appropriations. This can be voted on all one lump sum.
Okay. We have a motion for BE 13.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion to approve item BE 13.
I'll second that.
Okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve item BE 13. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay.
Next, Madam Chairman, Commissioners, is item BE 14, which is Resolution 2020-131, which is an appropriation from the discretionary fund for the United States USS Alabama Battleship Commission.
Okay,
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we adopt Resolution 2020-131 dealing with the Battleship Commission.
And I second that motion.
okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Davis, seconded by Commissioner Gruber to adopt item BE 14. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it.
Next, Madam Chairman, Commissioners, is item BE 15, which is an appropriation of funds to iHeart World, Inc. for the Rose Center.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion, we approve item BE 15.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt item BE 15. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, next we'll move into emergency management. There's one.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks,
Mr.
Ron.
Zink.
Thank you, Ron. There's one item, it's BK1. Staff's asking for approval of BK1.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion, we approve BK1.
Second that.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt item BK1. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, next we have environmental management. We have 6 items. One of the items, we have a request to abstain, so we'll take BL1 through BL5.
Okay.
Staff's asking for approval for BL1 through BL5.
All right, have a motion?
Madam Chairman, I make a motion, we approve item BL1 through BL5.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve items BL1 through BL5. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Madam Chairman, I need to abstain from item under BL 6. ma'am.
Okay, let the record reflect that Commissioner Gruber is leaving the room for this vote.
Okay.
And Madam Chairman, staff asked request approval of BL6.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion, we approve item BL6.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve item BL6. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Again, let the record reflect that Commissioner Davis has left the room and
Gruber.
did not, Gruber has left the room and did not vote on this.
And I'm going to go get Commissioner.
And
sir. Thank
Commissioner
you.
Ball is going to go get him. He's back. We'll let him get seated, okay? Both of them. Oh, Jeb's already in the seat. Okay, Mr. Dice.
Madam Chairman, next is finance and accounting. We have 2 items, BM1 and BM2. Staff requests approval of those 2 items.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we take staff recommendations dealing with items BM1 and BM2.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right,
Madam Chairman, next is highway. Staff is requesting approval of BN1 through BN11. Again, BN1 through BN11. Staff is requesting approval of those items.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion, we approve items number BN1 through BN11.
Second.
okay. Got a motion by Commissioner Gruber, seconded by Commissioner Ball to approve highway items BN1 through BN11. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, next we have juvenile detention. We have 1 item, BO1. Again, staff is requesting approval of BO1.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we adopt staff recommendations item BO1.
Okay, got a motion?
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Davis, seconded by Commissioner Ball to approve item BO1. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next.
Madam Chairman, next we have personnel. We have 8 items under personnel. We are requesting approval of BQ1 through BQ8.
Have a motion?
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we approve items number BQ1 through BQ8.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve personnel items BQ1 through BQ8. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, we have planning and zoning next. We have 2 items under planning and zoning, BR1 and BR2. Again, staff is requesting approval of those 2 items.
Okay, have a motion?
Madam Chairman, make a motion that we adopt items number BR1 through BR2.
Second.
Joe, I think Commissioner Davis got that one.
Did he beat you on that one? I think it was a
Quicker on my
tie.
motions.
I think he got it. Let him have it today.
All right. We'll let Davis have that one. Okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Gruber, seconded by Commissioner Davis, to approve planning and zoning items BR1 and BR2. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it.
Madam Chairman, just for clarity, BR1 did have a different date because the meeting changed.
I got you.
Just make sure we're aware of that. Madam Chairman, next we have presentations. I was going to do a presentation on the strategic plan. I think in the essence of time, and you guys have things to do and places to go, I'll just tell you we're excited about the strategic plan. We'll give you updates. We're going to make sure that we do our dead level best to carry it out. I think it'll be a little slow in the next few months because we have things that are going on, but we will certainly keep you apprised of our progress. You guys have given us some great goals to reach, and for the next 2 to 5 years, we're excited about that, but we will be discussing this with you periodically and give you updates. And again, we're very excited, very glad that we're able to do this. So that's my presentation on the strategic plan.
Well noted. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well
So we're
noted.
asking
Thank you.
approval of the strategic plan, the formal approval.
Madam Chairman, I'll make a motion that we adopt item number CA1, the adoption of the Baldwin County's strategic plan.
I'll second that.
All right. Motion by Commissioner Gruber, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt item CA1, the Baldwin County Strategic Plan. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Madam, next is under administration, we have several public hearings. I know we had originally discussed these being tabled. I do want to make note, we do have some people here from Bubblestone, which is the alcohol license application this morning. It's at your discretion if you want to handle that one or you want to table like the rest of them. It's up to the
You know,
commission's discretion.
I had mentioned that this one was one of the public hearings that I would like to have went ahead and included.
perfect.
And so
Good.
since they're here,
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
proceed with this
Yes,
one
ma'am,
item,
absolutely.
okay?
And Madam Chairman, if we could ask them to come to the podium and give their name for the
Okay,
record,
we'll
please.
close the regular meeting and open the public hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're opening the public hearing, and if you'll come to the mic and just state your name and why you're here.
Sure. My name is Laura Eisenberg, and I'm here for Bubblestone. And I'm not sure exactly what you want me to say to get the liquor license.
You know, if you don't want to say anything, we have your application, but it's just your opportunity. It is a public hearing, and we're just giving you an opportunity to speak. If you don't really have anything to say,
I mean,
then...
Bubblestone will provide exclusive bar service for Eisenstone, which is a wedding venue
Okay.
in Spanish Fort. And
All right.
That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Is there anyone else from the public that is here that would like to speak on this behalf? This is your chance, because we will close the public hearing, and it will not be the public's hearing anymore. All right, hearing none.
Madam Chairman, I make a motion we approve case number LV 20007.
And I'll second that.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve case number LV-20007. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you, ladies.
Madam Chairman, we have 2 public hearings under building inspection, DF1 to DF2. We have 4 under planning and zoning. We are requesting those all be tabled until the October 6, 2020 meeting.
Okay,
Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we table items DF1 through DR4.
okay.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to table
Hang on just a second. Should we do that in 2 separate? Should we do the DAs first and the DR second?
That would probably make more sense for the
Madam
record.
Chairman, I make a motion that we approve items DF1 through DF2.
I'll second that.
And just to be clear, that's to table those till October 6th.
Right, to table those 2.
Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to table the building inspection public hearing items DF1 and DF2 until the October the 6th regular meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
And then, Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we table items DR1 through DR4 as requested by staff.
And I also second that.
Okay, and we have a motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to approve the planning and zoning public hearings DR1 through DR4 to the October 6th regular meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Okay, where are we at now?
Madam Chairman, we're down to the discussion items, and we had two of those under finance and accounting. There's no further action needed on those, Madam Chairman. So next, we're down to G, commissioner requests.
I have none, Madam Chairman.
Any commissioner requests?
Nor do I.
None? Okay. Then what, addenda?
We have addendums. HA1 has already been approved at the meeting we had last week.
Okay.
So that brings us down to HA2, which is a termination for cause of the lease agreement for store management agreement for campground located at Live Oak Landing between the Baldwin County Commission and Wild Native LOL LLC. Again, termination for cause for lease agreement for store and management of the campground.
Okay, we have a motion?
Madam Chair, make a motion that we approve item number HA2.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Gruber, seconded by Commissioner Davis to accept item HA2. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Madam
Did I
Chairman,
hear
next
all
we
ayes?
have.
Yes, okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, I just making sure, okay.
Madam Chairman, next we have HA3, which is the Delta Computer Systems Software Support Agreement and Addendum. Ask for approval of that. And the staff recommendation has two parts. The first one is to approve the software support agreement with Delta Computers commencing on the first day of the delivery of the software or upon acceptance of the addendums by both parties and shall remain in effect for 1 year. This agreement shall remain in effect for 1 year and automatically renew annually. Number two, authorize the chairman to sign the computer software support agreement addendum with Delta Computers Incorporated with a new monthly rate in the amount of $719.16 effective October 1st, 2020.
Madam Chairman, as requested by staff, I make a motion that we approve item number HA3.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt item HA3. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Madam Chairman, next we have HA4. This is a request from the building official, Mr. Eddie Harper. I believe he wanted to address the commission regarding the waiving of permit fees for repairs related to damage caused by Hurricane Sally.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
In a hope that this will, people are out there and they're hurting right now. We need to get work moving as fast as we can for them to be able to recover from this. And something we've done in the past, or the commission has done in the past, is waive the permit fees. We're hoping this will, help speed the process up. We're also hoping that it will actually help people understand how important it is that we still need you to come in and apply for a permit, because we need to keep records of this. And knowing that this will be a free permit that they can do, it's add no extra cost to everything that they're already enduring out there, and hopefully it will just generate more ability for them to come in and do this, and for you guys to even think about doing this. When I ask about it, I really appreciate that, because I think it's going to help a whole lot of people in the community, and it will help us keep better records of the work that's happening out there. And is what this is about, is this is just waiving the fees for anything that has to do with damage from the hurricane.
Okay.
Only. If you have damage from the hurricane and then plus you're wanting to do something extra, the part that you're wanting to do extra will not be waived. It's
right.
Just if you're going to fix something that was damaged by Hurricane Sally back to its original form, then that permit will be completely free. And that's on your ADEM permits and the county permits across the board.
Okay.
Eddie, is there a way they're going to be able to do this online as well?
Yes, sir. Our online permitting is still up and running just like it has been for COVID.
Right.
And if they need to explain to us some changes, I recommend they come to the office and bring us some pictures and details and things like that. But we're going to do everything we can to facilitate them and make this an easy process. We are not permitting a lot of minor damage, and other cities and municipalities across the county are doing the same thing. If it's just small repairs to your roof, we have those instructions on our website that explains exactly the code that is supposed to be met for those particular jobs. Little things like replacing some sheetrock in the ceiling from a leaky roof or something. All of those, we're not going to permit those. We're not going to inspect those, but we do have guidelines on our website already that tells you the code and the process of making sure that you do those correctly.
Okay, Eddie, would you tell them where your offices are located and the hours that they're open
Yes, ma'am.
for the walk-ins?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then
Starting Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning, We will be open normal hours, 8 to 4:30, and I have an office in Foley at the courthouse. I have an office in Fairhope at the courthouse, and I have an office here in Bay Minette. And all three of those offices will be manned, from 8 to 4:30 and able to help. And again, you can go to our website, to baldwinal.gov, baldwincountyal.gov, and click on Building Department. And then we have links to everything, to the online permitting, and, and plus, if you just call Baldwin County's call center, they'll transfer you to any of our offices, and we'll answer all the questions that we can.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. Do I have a
Madam
motion?
Chairman, for
Quick,
clarity.
on the roofing, because there's a lot of roof tarps out there.
Yes, sir.
So are they going to have to get a permit for the roofing, or are we going to just, I know we're waiving that, but
Waiving.
do they need to go online and still apply for that?
It depends on, we recommend if you have any structural damage that you're
Structural, basically structural, okay.
structural damage that you get a permit for that. But if it's just strictly just replacing shingles, they're just going to rip off the shingles and put on new shingles. It's going to be better than it was before.
Yeah.
That's the way we look at
All
it.
right.
And there's just no way that we could handle permitting, because every roof in this county is almost going to have to be replaced.
Yeah.
And so there's just no way we can handle
Right.
that. But my recommendation is any type of structural damage that you do go through the permitting process. And again, that will be a free permit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Got a question, Eddie, relative to, this is waiving the fee. They've still got to apply. In order, dealing with their insurance companies and the like, I want us to be able to monitor and know who's doing this work, because we would hope that everybody that helps people during this time will do it in a fair and equitable way. But we know that there, are people that chase storms
Yes, sir.
and do things that are unscrupulous at best and usually illegal.
Yes, sir.
And I would hope that we'll be able somehow to have data that will help us identify, because once those people are identified, they need to be dealt with swiftly.
Yes, sir. And we do have all of that information on my website.
Good.
That the customer, the owner of the house, should be asking these people that are coming to their house and doing the work. We gave them the links to the home builder's website, to where they can check their license and make sure that they have everything that they're supposed to have, and the requirements are all there for the licenses and the way the work is supposed to be done.
I was sure it was, but I wanted the public to hear that, because those that are not doing it the right way need to be identified readily and handled swiftly.
Yes, sir. And we've been pushing that out for about 3 or 4 days now, I think, through the Baldwin County Commission website, through the Baldwin County EMA website, and on our Building Department website. We're pushing all the requirements for licenses.
Okay. I want to know if you can just very quickly, okay, say something about the fortified process.
Okay.
And if you can do that quickly, if not, we'll wait.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I had this phone call yesterday, and we had to talk about this. We do not regulate that you have to build to the fortified process. But if you build to the building code, which we do enforce, then you qualify for the fortified process at certain levels. So different levels of the fortified. You have your silver, your bronze, and your gold. But if you build to the 2018 building code, which you guys adopted, you qualify for that fortified process. It's just you have to take that extra step and hire a fortified inspector to come out and inspect that process as you do that. And then you would get that discount on your insurance at that point in time.
Thank you so much.
Quick, short, and sweet.
All right, appreciate that. Now, with all that said, do I have a motion to adopt item HA4?
I make that motion, Madam Chairman.
And I second that.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ball, seconded by Commissioner Davis to adopt item HA4. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Eddie.
Administrative report?
Yes, ma'am, just real briefly, I want to mention, we have over 100 buildings that the commission controls. I want to tell you, we've had some limited damage. We've been very fortunate for the most part. Junius Long and the building maintenance folks have been very good about getting these buildings. Most of them, I think, are up and running with power now. We've had some roof damage on a few of those, but by and large, we're in good shape. We will be opening tomorrow. All of our offices will be opening tomorrow. So we're excited about that. We've got a lot of employees that are ready to get back to work and start serving the public. We've had a couple of those offices open yesterday and today. We opened the probate office in Fairhope and in Bay Minette yesterday, so they're open today, and the business licensing, things like that we've discussed before, making sure people are legit. they're there to do that as well. And so we are getting back on track with that, and so we're excited about that. Madam Chairman and Commissioner, I do want to mention how incredibly proud I am of our staff. We've had some great staff who have been out at the EOC and out clearing trees. We've got an incredibly dedicated group who are dedicated to their county, to their community, and to their neighbors. That has shown through. You always hear that during times of emergency and need, the best comes out, and I surely believe that the best has come out of our employees, and they've done an incredible job, and I just want to publicly thank them for their work. Many times these folks have not been to their own homes. They've been out helping other people, and I just want to say how proud I am of those people, and I want to publicly thank them for their hard work.
Thank you. County Attorney?
No report.
No report, wow. Is there anyone here from the public that would like to address the commission? Okay. I don't see any press, unless y'all have taken over a new persona. Okay. Any commissioner comments?
I would just like to say, after what we just went through, that we were very fortunate. Our fatality rate was not really very large. We had a few fatalities, but I think they were kind of after the fact. But our law enforcement and first responders did one fantastic job. The hats off to them for rescuing a lot of things. That listening to some of the stories that Sheriff Mack had come up with. Some people hanging in trees and trying to get them out of the trees. That they had been flooded, and just all kinds of different little things that they had to do is remarkable. Not only the sheriff's department, but all the fire departments and our people worked very diligently to help the citizens of Baldwin County. It's going to take us a while to get back to what we were. There was a lot of damage done. Myself and Commissioner Underwood and Commissioner Davis went up yesterday in a helicopter, and let me tell you what, it's bad. If you look down and see all the damage, the blue tops and some of the ones that were destroyed, and then look at the trees, the orchards and everything that was destroyed, cotton fields, flat. I mean, it's devastating. And I just want to, again, thank our staff and all the people that helped with this stuff. And the volunteers that we have in this county are tremendous. People helping people. It's unbelievable. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you very much to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Yes. I want to echo everything and say how important it is for us to, in adverse times, pull together and work together as a team. And I think I've been blessed in my various careers to be involved in successful organizations that have been a team effort. I can honestly say that this is the finest team I've ever been a part of. And I say that very proudly because everybody in this room and everybody in this room that represents staff and volunteers and organizations have pitched in to do what you have to do. And when we get calls and people are frustrated and they want to fuss a little bit, I tend to let them fuss, and then I ask them, have you checked on your neighbor? Have you gone across the street and made sure the lady with the twins is doing okay? Because that's what people do when things get tough. And I am so proud of the team effort from the bottom to the top, because this is not about us telling y'all what to do. Our job is to give you and make sure you've got the provisions and the equipment necessary to do your job. This commission gave the chairman the authority to talk with. I'm going to tell Sheriff Mack, I'm going to question what he suggests doing. That's not true. That man knows his business. Joey Nunnally in the highway, when he tells us something, when Terry Graham tells us something in the solid waste business, it's not our job to question you. It's our job to make sure you have what you need when you need it to get the job done. I think the citizens realize that. We've still got to be patient. We've still got a lot of people that don't have power yet, and they're working diligently to to make that happen. We'll do a post-storm summary of this to learn, because this won't be the last storm we'll have. Let's hope it's a long time, but we'll have others. So we need to learn from all of our experiences that we've had the last several days. And I personally learned to appreciate a good hot cup of coffee, because I went 2 days without any. And my wife tells me that she's going to get me a chill pill if I can't have my nicotine and or my caffeine. But I'm tickled to be a part of this team, and I'm so proud of everybody in this room and all the people you represent, because this is paradise, and we're going to not only get it back to where it was, but we're going to make it better. And we're going to learn from this, so we'll know how to do the things as timely and as efficiently as we can. And I'm honored and privileged to be a part of this team. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Ball?
Yeah, I mean, we can say the same thing all day long about this, and this has been a very humbling experience, just like all that we seem like we've gone through up here. And working with the staff, being in the EOC sometimes, and it is a huge family in there when it all boils down to it, and the camaraderie is bar none. And that's what it takes, everybody getting along to get the job done. And we're hearing from the citizens how well we're doing, and it's good positive feedback, and it's great to hear that instead of some negative things for a change. There's a lot of people that we could thank. There's a lot of people, I mean, I could go all day long thanking people. I mean, preliminary reports are showing thousands of homes damaged. And when I say thousands, it could be upwards to close to, when it's all said and done, up to 20,000 different dwellings and structures and houses damaged in Baldwin County. It's not just a minor storm that came through here. And I think we as a commission and us as a whole entire community, all the whole county of Baldwin, the municipalities and everybody, pulled together and had a spectacular process during the event, and we'll have a great recovery, all working together. I did want to point out one special thank you to Joey Nunley in our highway department, because from what I have been told, our streets and roads have never been cleared off as fast as what they did. And the damage that I saw the day after the storm, and less than 2 days after, I think we had almost, Joe, I don't know what the time frame was, but almost all of our roads were passable within probably 3 days after this major hurricane that came through here. And I wanted to commend you on that, Joey, because, and your staff, I know you're going to give your staff all the credit, but you're the leader of that staff, and it worked out. Terry's got her work ahead of her. She's all set up and ready, and we're rolling out some things for the public with solid waste. We had guys from solid waste picking up trash on Sunday. A lot of people thanked us for that, and Terry, I just wanted to pass that on. I got a lot of emails and compliments that people thought power trucks were coming into their house to set their power on, but they were happy to get rid of their trash too. So, so I wanted to thank you for your guys for running all the time on the weekends, and the people just don't realize that we have. Just like Administrator Dice said, there are people sleeping in a building in Robertsdale that have been there since the start of this storm, sleeping on the ground in there and making sure that operations are running. And some of those people haven't even been home. I mean, I think they finally started trickling home and seeing their families after a week. They didn't take care of their yard damage. They took care of everybody else's stuff. And this is just something I've never witnessed before. So it's been a very humbling experience. And us four up here is just a minor part of it. Everybody else is doing all the work, and I just wanted to thank everybody. I could sit up here for 2 hours to thank people, but you know who you are, and everybody's, all of our departments are the greatest I've ever been a part of. So, thank you so much, Madam Chairman.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and make my quick comments. Hope they're quick. And then I do have 2 staff members that need to address us that I just got notified, and we will get to you guys right after I say this. Again, I will ditto everything that they have said, and I'll add a couple things. The swiftness of action that our staff has had after this hurricane has just amazed me over and over again. The storm had really not fully passed. On Wednesday, it was still beating us down, and I was trapped in my road, and Joey Nunnally, our county engineer, and Eddie Harper, our building inspector, got down there with chainsaws, and my car was on one side of the tree in the road, and the truck was on the other, and I'm running in the ditch with a raincoat on and boots, and I was kind of too nervous to even drive at that point, and Eddie jumped in Joey's truck and drove me up to the EOC where I could be on a phone call with state officials immediately, and just seeing that happen and how it happened so fast, and we have all been affected by this hurricane. Living here, as Joe calls it, in paradise, that is something, though, that I want to remind people that this is something that will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. I don't think I have to repeat that I'm a lifelong resident of Baldwin County, and in my 53 years, I've experienced 3 of these major disasters, and it takes a while to rebuild after these. I'm not here to complain because my power is not yet on, but it is not yet on. So when I saw on the news last night on my cell phone, I was watching it on my cell phone. Thank goodness for cell phone coming back up. I'm still in that percentage, but the cavalry has been down my road 3 times. This is the 4th day that I call the cavalry, the utility workers, and I have faith that they're going to get that power on tonight. And but if they don't, I'll make it. I will make it. I have a wonderful husband that knows how to hook and unhook portable generators so that we can get hot water once, and then we can have this and we can have that. If I didn't have him, I would have to go live with somebody else because I don't know how to do those things. But nonetheless, some of us have lost more than others. But this is just me. I know my God will supply all our needs. I have 4 orchards that are demolished, and I want to speak out to the farmers, not just the pecan growers, which is what we are, but we have things in place, and I get a little emotional. I do, but I'm not worried about me. I want the people of Baldwin County to be served first, and there's programs out there for the farmers through the Farm Service Agency and through the federal government, and we will see that those things happen. But you guys just keep praying for everybody, and please keep that patience. Patience is so necessary. And we started out 2020, and I think I sat right here in this chair and said that my word for this year was be kind. Well, this is the time we need to really emphasize that be kind movement. And gosh, I don't even want to start thanking people. But I will say this. Thank you to the volunteer sector and to our county staff and to our higher up government, all the way up to the federal government. I thank the federal government for the coming in, and the president for declaring us a disaster area, because without that, we would not be able to do the things we need to do to get this place back. And we will recover. We will be stronger. We are a resilient people here. But those of you who've not lived on the coast, this is what happens, okay? Paradise does get crippled a little bit, but we will be back, and we will be stronger, and we will be better than ever. And the 2 staff members that need to speak to us before we conclude, I have Terry Graham, our solid waste director. She'd like to come to the podium. Now, I got texted, not by you, but someone else, that you needed to speak. So, okay, she's grinning. All right.
Chairman, can I say one thing, Terry, before you go? I wanted to echo on something that you said about what the president did.
That's exactly right.
From what I've been told by the FEMA administrator, our state EMA director, that in the history of all of the disasters they have ever worked, they have never had a president that has acted as quickly as he did on a disaster declaration to this county. I mean, for that, I found that to be very impressive. Without that man ever even coming here and laying eyes on our county, Mobile County, Escambia County, and the Port Span Creek Indians reservation, that he would act that swiftly. So, I don't know if the president ever watches our commission meetings, but I extend you a heartfelt thank you. You don't understand how much that means to us and the citizens of this county
We
to
could
be
get
able to.
somebody to Twitter it out,
Right,
too.
to file for that public assistance and individual assistance is crucial, and to be able to do it only a couple of days after this storm is amazing. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Good point.
Terry?
Thanks.
Just a couple of things, and if y'all have any questions for me, I will be happy to answer them. But I did want to just kind of run down what it is that we're doing, collections, landfill, and then a little bit with the debris. Collections, our routes have been running as normal. We started on Friday, and so this week's normal. We have the 10 locations set up throughout the county that'll be all week long. We have a rear load truck parked for about an hour at a time in different locations that they can actually bring their household garbage to. So those have been put out by press release. They're on our Facebook page. I don't have all the sites off the top of my head, but if you go out to the county website or the county commission's Facebook page, you can find those. I do want to mention that we have a lot of carts out there that have been either damaged, they're lost, you name it. We did have a truckload of carts that came in this week. There's only about 750 on a truckload, so I asked them to go ahead and order another truckload of carts, but just be patient. We're trying to do the best we can with personal cans and things like that too, if they're out at the curb. Just for you guys, we got over 800 calls, I think, in the HR billing office yesterday. So, luckily my staff was there and they were working because people are needing somebody to talk to figure out what to do. So I think as far as collection goes, we're back up and running, and that should be busy, but good. So on the landfill side, as of yesterday afternoon, all the scale sites have power now, which that was a big hurdle to overcome.
Wow.
Our new permanent building is being delivered to East Fork this morning. So with building maintenance's help and CIS's help, hopefully by this weekend, we can actually have that permanent building in place. At McBride, I do want to ask that we do an emergency bid for a temporary scale there to get a second scale put in, just to help with the flow of traffic. We've been backing up onto 64. I think we've already had one accident because there's just a short lead time between 64 and the scale itself. So hopefully getting that in place will help. So I've asked Wanda to help me out with that, to get that moving. And then Magnolia, I've told y'all we had a lot of damage, but nothing to where we can't operate. So they're back up and running, and we've been getting a lot of household garbage from the grocery stores and stuff like that. So, but all of that is going really well. I did kind of want to mention we've extended our hours at all of our landfill locations and the transfer station 7 to 5, Monday through Saturday for right now. I'm hoping to give everybody Sundays off. If we can make that happen, we'll see how it goes. And the other thing about the landfills is usually during the time of a disaster, I do not let people open an account because I don't want them to come in and leave and us never get paid. If you want me to do something different than that, I'm open to that suggestion, but that has been our practice in the past. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there in case people start calling you. We have many ways for them to pay. They can run on a check, they can do credit cards, they can do whatever, but we haven't let them run on credit.
Okay, if you take credit cards and you take checks, then I think you got her covered.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just kind of wanted to touch on the debris. Joey and I have been working together a lot on that. I just wanted you to know I have Crowder Golf and Tetra Tech in office in my administration building. They're both going to kind of be working out of there, so at least we'll have that open line with them at all times, and I kind of like that. We have a big training room over in the collections building where the Tetra Tech, all their monitors can come in and have their little powwow in the morning before they disperse. So I appreciate that facility. It's serving us well. The other thing we had talked about yesterday, county maintained roads versus where I pick up garbage, trying to make sure that Crowder and the debris monitors know where that is, because our customers are used to us going down the roads to pick up their debris and just making sure that all that kind of falls into place. So we are trying to work with them on that. We're trying to work with EMC, making sure that our messaging to the public is what they need it to be. And I wanted to mention, don't pile it too high and don't put it in bags. The bags have to be broken. I think we've tried to get that message out, but if y'all could help us get that message out too. And
Terry, while you're on that, can you explain to the public the proper way to put the debris? Maybe it's in separate piles as far as the C&D and vegetative and that kind of stuff.
right. So when the debris monitors come out, it does all need to be in separate piles because the vegetation needs to be in one pile. You want to put all your white goods in one pile. That's going to be all your appliances, the refrigerators, any air conditioner, hot water heater, put that in a separate pile, all your construction material in a separate pile, and then of course you want to keep your garbage separate from all of that too. Those monitors have to be able to see what's in those bags. That's why they're saying no bags. So if we could just keep the piles to a minimum. I think after our last storm, after Ivan, the utilities company said that the piles were so high when the trucks would come to load, the booms would be so high it would rip those power lines back down. Everybody loves having power. So if they want it to be kept on, we just got to make sure that we're doing our part. Is that good?
And just make sure that the public is aware that how close they actually need to put that stuff to the road, because I was told by some FEMA people that if it's in your yard, if there's a lot of right of way showing that they will not grab that debris if it's on private property.
Right. It does need to be on the county right away, so make sure that that arm can reach it. And, trucks are different sizes, but it needs to be as close to the road as you can get it. Don't put it in the road. And hopefully it will take not a lot of time. I think, plan is a couple of different 3 passes. That's usually what happens. So if you don't see them right away, they are coming and they will be back. So I think that's the other question we've had a lot is just.
They can pile and then repile, right?
They can pile and repile. And
that's a question that we want to make sure that's understood.
Yeah, you're not getting missed because they will be back. So there's no deadline at this point for you to get your debris out. And then I think that's all I had on debris. I just wanted to mention too, I think Crowder has identified 10 potential reduction sites throughout the county. That doesn't mean that they'll use all those sites, but that's kind of what they've identified at this point. Final disposal will be at the landfill. And then I just wanted to let you guys know, I've been trying to reach out to all the municipalities too, that normally would come and use our facilities to make sure that they're well on their way. And if they need anything from me at the landfill directly, to just let me know. And
Terry, were you going to mention about the locations you have set up for food that went bad in the refrigerator?
Yes, I did kind of touch on that. I have the 10 locations set up throughout the county. I don't remember where they all are. I actually have it back there in my.
Yeah, they're on our website. I saw it because that's how I knew to go to the Central Annex yesterday and take my rotten food. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, I sent Gary, but we contributed to your truck.
Yes, so but every day it's at 10 o'clock and it's at 2 o'clock. They'll be there for about an hour. They're going to be parked in different locations throughout the county. We've got the north end has 2 specific locations on Thursday this week, and then they're just all spread out. And if we need to do that again, we can do it again next week.
And you can call our call center, and the number I have memorized is 251-943-5061. I know there's other numbers, but that's the one that's up in this head. Call our call center, or call Solid Waste. They'll tell you where to go. It's hard to remember all these things, but stay connected. I've preached that a few times. I don't like to get on the news, but they got to hear from us. And, stay connected. We have an awesome presence in social media. Our website is constantly updated. Baldwin County Emergency Management Agency, Baldwin County Commission. And please, you guys are pumping that out. Thank you so much. All right.
And just last thing, solid waste number 251-972-6878. We have a team of staff there to help you and help you get your questions answered.
I hadn't memorized that one yet. With these cell phones, we just push a name, okay, it's kind of
barely know my phone numbers, but I know that one.
Got that one.
All right. Thank y'all.
Okay, before Joey comes up, since we've mentioned this, we need to Wanda, would you like to come address us about voting on this, or I think we need to on this, emergency bid?
Yeah, the way code section 411653 reads, we need to specify what the emergency is in order to bypass the advertisement for this bid.
Okay, so what do we need to do, Brad?
So you're aware there are 2 public safety issues. One is the scales. that we've got trucks backing up and it's dangerous, and one is the traffic signals. And so because those two items are creating very specific emergency issues, we need to have a motion to declare a safety emergency in connection with traffic signals and the truck scales, which will then allow us to proceed with public bids without the advertising requirements. So since we're gathered here today, we recommend you go ahead and do that. So I would make a motion that due to public safety caused by a lack of scales and traffic signals, that we proceed with the declaration of emergency and bidding these items out.
Madam Chairman, I'll go ahead and make that motion that we call what our attorney had stated.
Okay.
So we can get these things taken care of.
All right.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Gruber, seconded by Commissioner Davis to accept the county attorney's recommendation to approve this emergency bid. Okay, bids.
Yeah,
Okay.
emergency declaration.
Emergency declaration. Yes. Okay. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank y'all.
All right. Mr. Nunley?
Okay, well, I was getting up here to talk about debris and signal, and I think both of those subjects have already been covered. So y'all just shortened my little thing, which I'm thankful for. But I did kind of want to just kind of brief everybody a little bit more on the debris operation. So Crowder Gulf is our contractor. We do have a monitoring firm hired now that is going to help monitor that. It's very labor intensive process. The monitoring is because you have to have one monitor for every truck that's out there running around on the road, making sure that they document every piece of pile that is piled in their truck and where it takes and where it rests. So we call it from the cradle to the grave. Okay, from where the debris is birthed to where you bury it, okay, from the cradle to the grave. We got to document that whole process in order for us to get reimbursed through FEMA, and that's what that monitoring firm's helping us do. They're actually holding interviews yesterday, today, and the next few days, and they've put out a big social media blast to try to recruit some folks to help us with that. They're actually hiring local people. There's going to be a lot of people that's out of work and locally, and so if anybody out there knows of anybody that may need some work, they're doing interviews over the next few days. Okay.
Okay.
So, like Terry said, Crowder Gulf has identified 10 different debris management sites across the county. They're spread out kind of equally, and that's very important because the more debris management sites we have, the shorter the routes are to get from point A, where you pick it up on the side of the road, to point B, where it's actually being managed and chipped up into chips to be hauled to a landfill. So the shorter the routes, the quicker the turnaround, and the quicker we're going to be able to get this stuff off the road. So that's really good. That's working really smooth. Identifying those sites and getting those sites prepped takes a little time, and that's what they're doing right now, and we should be starting to haul within probably the next 5 or 6 days. So Terry mentioned the power lines. Don't pile up underneath the power lines. That's very important. I will also mention, utilities like fire hydrants and foam pads and this kind of thing. Don't lean your debris up against anything. Don't pile it around a fire hydrant or a foam pad. Don't put it on top of inlets, because when those big trucks come in there and they start grabbing the debris, they're going to grab the fire hydrant and the foam pad or anything else that's in the way too. And if they can't see it, we have more infrastructure damage. She touched on the segregation of the types, the bags. I see a lot of people putting stuff in bags. If it's a bag, they're going to have to assume that it's household hazardous waste or household garbage, and they're not going to know it's yard debris. If you can't see it, they can't identify it. So just make sure if you tote it out there in a bag that you break it up where they can see that it's vegetative debris or something. This process of debris removal, I'm estimating to be about 60 to 90 days, and we should be in really good shape. That 60 to 90 days, what that means is there's going to be a lot of large trucks on the road, a lot, okay, hauling debris. There'll be these self-loading trucks, okay, with big grapples putting stuff in the back of these open trucks, and sometimes they run them in tandems. So be careful if you have to get out on the road, okay? Because there's a lot of these big trucks running around, a lot more than normal. They're all pulling trailers. A lot of contractors out there pulling trailers. And so just be careful if you're out on the road. I just needed to say that out there because all these contractors and first responders and all these power poles, you know, hanging off the back of these electrical company trucks. I mean, everybody's pulling trailers. I mean, literally last night I'm going down 181 and there was a truck pulling, you know, turning in front of me, and he had about a 40-foot trailer behind him. It was painted black and it was at night. And so just be careful. As far as a highway standpoint, just give you a little update on what we're doing. We're doing assessments, okay, and getting a number tied to those assessments. We're doing assessments on our signals. We're doing assessments on our signs. Our signs, when these high winds come, that our roadway signs just get kind of ravaged. So when you're going down the road, again, there may not be a sign where there used to be a sign. There may not be a curved sign where you think should be a curved sign, and we have to address that. We're getting numbers on that damage, and we're going to start the process of getting all that replaced. Again, we have to document everything, take pictures of everything to get reimbursed through FEMA in that process. We're assessing roadway damage. We did that yesterday afternoon and this morning. I should have numbers that I'm going to feed back to Zach and his team at EMA so they can submit that back to the state EMA and FEMA in order for us to get our Category A and Category C declarations. Going to be coordinating with Wayne on sidewalks and parks to do the same thing. So that's what we're doing as an engineering staff. Of course, I've got my construction crews out there still pushing stuff, clearing roads and doing the repairs. The south of I-10, we had, I think, 2 or 3 roads kind of blowing too. We had a couple of sections of roads where we had people trapped. We've already got those opened back up. No, we don't have anybody trapped. Everybody's got a way in and a way out. There is a lot of situations where we have partial washes in roads, where we have cones and barrels and barricades put up to where you may have to kind of scoot around. Okay, so just want to throw out the fact that there's a lot of cautionary issues still out there on the road that we're in the point of, we're right in the middle of the process of addressing. So that's all I've got.
Thanks, Joe.
Yes. Joey, comment on the signals and signals getting back up. On 181 for a brief time or a day, the diverging diamond lights were out. And what that triggered for me was for all of us to understand what you're supposed to do when you treat an intersection as a four-way stop. And I beg everyone to be patient, be practical, and be aware that some people don't know how to do that, or they're in such a big hurry, they'll just blow through the intersection. And I think many of those have been corrected. But coming up this morning, there were a couple that I had to deal with. And the citizens need to understand. Can you give a quick
I can.
On four ways and what you need to do to protect yourself and your neighbor?
That's right. So if a signal is dark, that's what we call it when it goes without power, we have a dark signal, then state law says that you're supposed to treat that intersection as a four-way stop. What I've noticed through this storm and past storms is that generally people usually do that very good the first few days. And then people get in a rush, they get in a hurry, they get impatient, and they start just blowing through them. And what that causes is, the guy sitting, on the next leg of the road across from you thinks you're going to stop, and you're not stopping, and he pulls out, and we got a T-bone accidents are the most dangerous, cause the most fatalities. So that's a very good point. If you got a dark signal, the state law says you're supposed to treat it as a four-way, and I bet I've reiterated that once through this storm event. I've reiterated it about 20 times. So that I'm glad you asked that, and I appreciate all of the good comments that you've given the highway department.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, I didn't think I was going to say anything else, but just got some information here to remind people about that you must register for FEMA disaster assistance to start the process. And this is basically for people who are underinsured or not insured, but you do need to file with your insurance company first, but you still need to go ahead and go online, and it's disasterassistance.gov, or call 1-800-621-3362, or download the FEMA app. So FEMA is there to assist you, but we don't know exactly what they can assist you with until you apply. So that starts the process so that it can get you registered. And we have all that information available on all our social media sites. And by having the presidentially declared disaster for our county, including Mobile and Escambia counties, that does open that door for potential FEMA assistance for you. But you cannot have it unless you register or determine whether you will be available for anything. And with that, I think we have concluded everything in our meeting. We have a motion to adjourn.
I make that motion, Madam Chairman.
And I'll second that.
All right, our meeting is adjourned at 9:46 a.m. Thank you.
Thank y'all.